Hey there, y'all. This is Tuesday, May 23rd, and I know that for a fact because I looked at the calendar before I came on here. Because a lot of times I don't even know what day it is. I don't. There's nothing going on up here. I'm just saying. I'm a busy person, and I do good to keep up with what day of the week it is. But for you newbies here, this is a makeup channel for women, and I hope I can be helpful to you and I hope you can be helpful for me too. So if you see something I'm doing and you're like, why is she doing that? She shouldn't be doing that. Do this or this. Let me know in the comments. But be nice. And so normally, I start putting my makeup on, show you the product I'm using, and all that jazz. Well, this morning, I'm just gonna be putting my makeup on. And if you don't understand why I'm doing some things, go back to previous, if you don't mind, videos, and you'll know why. And I'm doing that because I'm gonna be talking about some things besides makeup. So hope you have a cup of coffee and enjoy it. And I hope your view, wherever you're looking in from, is pretty, and this will be relaxing and helpful, hopefully. So I'm gonna let y'all know what I'm using from the get-go before I start this. Well, first off, I do have a moisturizer on my face. That's all I use. I just use a moisturizer. I got in the habit of this probably anywhere from 5 to 10 years ago. Because it's habit, I just do it every time I get out of the shower. It just seems like it makes my makeup go on better. The name really isn't important because I found it at Ross. And if you shop Ross or TJ Maxx, you know if you go looking for this, it's not going to be there 9 times out of 10. So the name from that little product really doesn't matter, but it is a moisturizing day cream. So with that being said, that's already on my face. The next thing I will be using will be the Milani light beige. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I know the bottle's kind of nasty looking, but it's makeup and it's gonna look nasty. And I used that. Then I had all this stuff laid out. I will be using a sponge instead of a brush for the foundation. I'll use concealer. You'll see why in a minute. I use this as a highlighter and this as a blush. This is Wet n Wild and this is Essence Baby Got Blush. You'll see that in just a second. I have a L'Oreal eyeshadow that I will be using. I'll use the primer, the L'Oreal primer, and this stuff right here. They're real. And I got a new eyeliner pencil the other day that I'm pretty satisfied with. It is called So Fierce. Yeah, a Revlon vinyl eyeliner. That's what I'll be using. And I'll also be using this little Nivea thing. These are wonderful, very inexpensive. Drop them in your purse, keep them in your car, keep them in your makeup, keep them in your bathroom. They're good. I will get more when I run this one down. And then after I get all that on, I'll come back with my CoverGirl. And like I said, this is just a little sharing session as well as putting makeup on. So when I wash my hair, before I dry it, I use this stuff right here. Y'all, I've been using this stuff for 5 years plus, and I do not wash my hair after I wash my hair without using this. A good size squirt, like a dime size, is plenty, and I do have long hair. Maybe a little more if you feel like you need a little extra conditioner if you like colored your hair recently. And what I take my makeup off with is, I'm not about the brand, but this is what I have. It's a big old jar. I put this on my face when I get in the shower, and it takes my makeup off just fine. It beats the other makeup removers and all that, and it's this thing, this big old thing right here, and I don't know how long I've had it. It's still plenty full. It's like a 1.75 quart container. Not only do I use this to take my makeup off with, oh, it's Member Mark, so you can get it at Sam's. I used to have baby butt soft feet, but about 5 years ago that changed, and now they're just rough. But to soften them up, not only do I use that to take my makeup off, but I will use that on my feet, and it really helps. I guess I'm just gonna live with rough feet from here on out, but that does help. And I know every day if I don't use that, I can tell. So that's the sharing part. And here's the one last thing. I'm not all about just perfect makeup and all that, but on occasion when like weddings, anniversary parties and whatnot, showers or whatever I go to, and I use this occasionally. Now, ask me, do I think it really helps? I'm going to tell you the truth. I think it's doubtful, but I still use it just because. Okay, that's it on the sharing. Now I'm about to get, okay, one more thing before I start the makeup. I'm going to say this again, y'all. I do not get a notification for everyone that comments. I have to go back on the video that I post and scroll down and see, oh, okay, I missed her. Let me say something, or just show her that I'm acknowledging that she has commented. And here's another thing. It's saying I'm up to 29 subscribers. Well, I have 22 written down. And the last one, Sharon Morris, the only way that I knew you subscribed was a notification from my email. And so there, you know, thank you for being here, Sharon, and the rest of y'all. And that's 22. So there's 22 plus 5 is 29, right? So there's 5 of you that I don't know your name, and I would add it to the list if I did. So if you feel like commenting and letting me know you are here, that would be wonderful. It was just like the, I'm sorry, but HH Horrible Housewife. I think you told me your name, and I have forgotten it. But she told me she has never texted anybody on YouTube, but because of the flubber-dubber thing that went on with the first original channel that I started, out of concern, she messaged wanting to know where I was and what happened. Well, for you newbies, this is my second channel, because my first channel that had near 700 plus subscribers, I can't get back into it, whether it has something to do with password, passcode, whatever. Y'all, I do good to know what I did yesterday. I cannot keep up with passwords. I have a notebook that I write them down. I have notes on my phone, and then I go back and look for the notebook or look for the thing on the phone. I can't find it, so there you go. Now, where was I going with that? Oh, for you newbies, yes, this is my second channel, and I'm trying to get my numbers back up to at least 100, whereas before I was trying to get it up to 1,000, so my live videos would quit being interrupted. But now I'm only hoping I will get this thing up to 100 so I can start the lives again. And no, I'm not drinking. This is water, because some dodo bird typed a comment on one of my videos, and I was ranting about everything I just ranted about, and he just said, you need to start drinking. Well, he's blocked now, and this is water, so I gotta wet my whistle. So, and y'all know burpees are gonna come after this, but we're gonna get started on the makeup. So I've been here almost 10 minutes now, and y'all are probably like, if you're new, you're probably like, oh my gosh, who is this crazy woman? Well, my name is Becky, and I'm 57 years old, and I live in Alabama. I'm really not crazy. I just talk a lot. So I'm getting started with my makeup, y'all. And if y'all notice the title, when I get done here, okay, y'all, and it is coming monsoons here in Alabama. If I turn the lamp off right now, it's 15 after 10 in the morning. This room would be dark. I bet we've gotten, I know 5 inches of rain. Oh, and that's another thing. Y'all have asked me, have we gotten any haze down here from the Canadian forest fires? I didn't even know Canada was having forest fires. But Robin in Colorado said she's got haze. And Allison in Ohio, I want to say it's Ohio, she's getting haze too. Don't beat me up for that, NASCAR. I'm doing good to let everybody know I'm in Alabama, okay? So, I am multitasking today, and this ain't easy. Okay, see, I got ahead of myself because I was supposed to go in and put a concealer on. So, hit the brakes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself. But, let me get my thinking going back here. I am going to title this video here, House Cleaners, you know, women house cleaners, because I do that on the side, just to make a little extra money from time to time. Right now, I only have one sweet lady that I clean for. I do have others, but they kind of like have lake property, and the only time I go clean is like if they've had like a renter come in or somebody for the weekend. So, and I don't really put my name out there, but I'm about to, because my daughter's getting married in September, and well, if y'all got daughters and they get married and they have weddings, well, you understand why I'm going to be trying to make a little extra money. So I'm going to have to do something about getting my name out there and picking up maybe 2 or 3 more houses. So, with that being said, because it's raining, and this is Tuesday, and it was raining all day, you know, it was just cloudy yesterday, and I was like terribly lazy yesterday. Excuse me, I told you. I don't think I accomplished anything yesterday outside of getting dressed and fertilizing the garden. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to get in here. I am going to do this video, get my makeup on, and get started on my house, because when I go and, like, I say I'm a house cleaner, I'm a 4 hours max. I don't want to have to be working in someone's house more than 4 hours. Now, I have, but it's not my cup of tea. So I try to keep the houses that I do at 4 hours. So that was my thinking this morning. I'm like, if you can go in somebody else's house and and I like big houses, and you can get their house cleaned, and I can, in 4 hours, jump on your own. But here's the thing, with the people that I do clean for, or I have cleaned for, I do not have to wash their dishes. I do not have to do their laundry. And there was another thing, organize anything. But here, when you're home and you get into your bedroom, oh, the ceiling fan needs to be cleaned. Let's clean the ceiling fan, when you just mainly came in here to straighten up. So I'm going to try and look at the clock as soon as I get off here and go for 4 hours and see how much I can get accomplished. I got a good start because I had the kids helping me a good bit this weekend. But most houses that I've cleaned, you go in and you may have one bed to make up, and others are guest rooms, or I don't know. It's just not that way here. Kids get up, they go to work, beds are unmade. But I don't do their bedrooms, okay? They're adults, or, you know, young adults, so they take care of their room. But I've got two ba two bathrooms, living room, kitchen, my bedroom, and the guest bedroom to take care of. And I don't know why I can't get all that done in 4 hours. Oh, and this is a tip if any house cleaners popped on here. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but if you're a house cleaner and you've been a house cleaner for any length of time, you've run into this, where you go in and it's kind of messed up house and they're expecting a miracle. And then if they're not there, and then they come home and they look over what you've done, and you've done everything that you were paid to do. And then you get the call, did you not do this? Yes. Did you not do, yes. And well, I had one Godzilla monster do this to me. And she had a disabled husband, older man, and cooped up in this room she had made for him, where he's got this little mini refrigerator where he can reach in and get a drink. And over here is a table bag full of chips and snacks, so he doesn't have to. So anyway, I felt sorry for that man. And I would get in the bathroom and try to clean the bathroom. And they have more than one bathroom, but at the time I was trying to clean the bathroom, and he would, can I get in there a minute? And I'm like, yeah, and this happened like 3 times. And I probably did miss something in that bathroom, but it was because I got interrupted like 3 times trying to clean it. Well, anyway, it took me 6 hours to do that house. And thankfully, I told the man what was owed. He wrote the check. I went home and I'm like, I don't think I want to do that house again, but we'll see. I get home a couple hours later, I get the call. This is so-and-so. Can you tell me if you did this and this and this? And I said, yes, I did this, this, and this. It doesn't look like you did. And I'm like, I did. And she says, well, and she was just ugly. She was just ugly. She says, well, she said, I'll just let you know now when in the future, if I decide to call you back, we're going to make sure, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, let me burst your bubble. Don't bother about calling me back, because there's not going to be an if I call you back, because I will let you know right now, I will not be doing your house again. And she said some things and hung the phone up. And I'm like, okay, and I got a check written. So I'm telling y'all ladies this, if y'all do this, and if y'all ever run into anything like this before. I'm like, okay, this was night. The banks were closed. And I'm thinking, that woman is probably about to go in there and cancel this check. Well, my kids told me, and I was telling my kids what was going on. And they said, Mom, take a picture. And, well, y'all probably know this. Take a picture of the check, send that picture to your online checking, and it will automatically be deposited. I'm like, really? Is that all you do? So I did that. So if y'all don't know, y'all can do that. Y'all can do that if you ever run into a situation like what I just told y'all about. I hope not. But so the lesson I learned with that woman, I'm thinking, okay, all of us have a phone, and all of us can take videos and this. And I'm like, so the next new person that I got, I'm like, I'm not going through this again. I'm not going to be told I didn't do something that I know good and darn well I did. So the next time I got a new house to clean, and it didn't take any time to do this, I set my phone up on the dresser or something, and I pushed that little fast motion thing. And so if there were any questions, I got it on film. Of course, you know, I've got it on film, and you can slow those little fast motion things down to normal speed. So, yeah. That's a suggestion too for any of y'all. So if you ever question, did you do this or that? And I'm like, nope, here's my work. And I did that with 2 or 3 other people after the Monster Godzilla. And they loved it. And I'm like, golly. And they shared it. And I got other clients, people to work for by sharing those videos of watching what all I was doing in their house. So I hope that little tip right there helped. If y'all hadn't ever thought about that, there's you an idea. So I think that's it. I think that's all I was going to say about that. But y'all let me know if you're house cleaners and give me some tips. Here is I'll just tell you a little bit about some of the houses I've done before. This poor old man got my number somehow, and I went and cleaned for him like 3 or 4 times, and then it just got to a point, I can't do this anymore. He was kind of like a hoarder, and dirty. His house was an understatement. And this was back when I was only like doing 15 an hour. And the last straw was the day I went back into his house. I hate to tell you this, but I kind of didn't make it to the bathroom. Not number 1, number 2, y'all. And I'm like, you know, my heart went out for him, but I'm like, and I took care of it. Only the Lord helped me get through that. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot. There's not enough money to pay me to go clean up somebody else's poop. I can't do that. And if you are a nurse and y'all do those things, or family members, it's understandable. I've had to do that. But I couldn't. And I could tell y'all some more things about that house too. But I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. And another guy that I used to work for that ran, like, had the Airbnb, or, you know, those places other people come in and stay in your house. Well, he had rental property and whatnot, and he called me one time, and he did give me a heads up. He says, we got a house. I'll pay you more if you'll do it. They had an animal, and it peed all over the house, and the house reeks. Not only did it pee, it pooped. And I'm like, okay, how much you gonna pay me? So he told me, and my husband helped me with that one. And we went in, and I'm like, I didn't get paid enough. And from here on out, if I have to come in and do something like this, it's $500. Yeah, $500, because I didn't even get half that. I'm like, I'm never doing that again either. No. All of our favorites would be going in and working for these women, especially like the dear little sweet lady I work for right now. You go in and you're looking around. You need a house cleaner? What do you want me to do? You know, you take a broom and you're trying to sweep up dust, and it's spotless. You could go into the house and eat off their floor, but they still want their house cleaned every 2 weeks. And I'm like, those are my kind of customers. So there's that, y'all. And it's still pouring out there. Okay. And I didn't put makeup on yesterday, and I did want to do a video today. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm figuring, why not have chat session? I guess you could say this is what I'm doing here. All right, what else? What else? Oh. And yes, this is blush, but somebody asked me, could I use it on lips? And I did the other day, and I like the way the stuff looks. It smells like bubble gum. And then I just go back over it with this little Nivea thing. Okay, what else? What else? Brush. I thought I had everything laid out. I laid out practically everything that I was going to be using so I could maybe go a little bit faster. Please. I was about to say, do not. And one of the little girls that got one of the kittens sent a picture right before I started this video. Man, they're getting big. I'm still thankful those kittens went to good homes. And I didn't give them away. I sold them for $30 each. Now there's only one kitten that I may question its home life. And here's the story. I did, like I said, I sold them for $30 each. I had 5. And the reason I don't give my kittens away and I put a price on them is because I feel like it's weeding out those that are just gonna, I'm gonna say it, that would abuse the kitty in some way or feed it to a reptile. I know that's horrible, but that's, people do that, y'all, and I know y'all know that. And I'm like, and most of the time those people look for free kittens. So one of the ladies that got one of the kittens messaged me and she asked, could we meet up, or possibly could her ex pick it up for her because he lived in my community. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. He can come by and pick it up. You know, that'll work really good for me. So I know the guy. I mean, I don't know him, but I know where he lives. Just literally a mile and a half from me around the curve. So he comes up and I'm already sitting there on the porch waiting for him. And he reaches out to take the kitten and he starts walking off. I said, hey, they're not free. They're $30. He said, well, I don't have my wallet on me right now. He said, I can bring you the money back. And I'm like, well, your ex knew that there was a price, so I won't put that on you. I'll contact her and let her know. Well, I contacted her and I never got my 30. And so this is the, like I said, if she's going to lie about paying me the money for the kitten, she's may potentially lie about how she treats the little kitten. So I don't know. But that was a lesson learned. You know, I will make sure from here on out, but I do hope there's not going to be any more kittens, but any dealings with marketplace or buying and selling, I will make sure everyone knows what the situation is. And if it's like something I'm selling, cash in hand before you get the product. You know, I might have been different had it been something else, but oh well. So just be careful when you are selling stuff. Make sure you got your money before whatever you're selling walks away. Okay. All right. That's that. And then let's go back over. We know what's about to happen, right? Oh, it opened. Maybe it's because I've been using it a little bit more here lately. Maybe that's why. Okay, good. Okay. Oh goodness. I gotta hurry it up. I've been talking more than getting this makeup on here. I did. Okay. 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 There. And I shut it again. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Oh, and those green beans that I got out of the garden the other day, I cooked them last night. I just put them in the oven with other stuff that I was making, and we got 3 or 4 bites this time instead of just a bite for me and a bite for Ryan. I can't wait till the garden it really starts producing. We're gonna have to get out there and stake those green beans because they've got shoots coming off of them about 3 feet long now. I like this pencil, y'all. I'll tell you again, it's Revlon. So fierce. I like it. It did really good. Okay, getting down to the last of it. The part I hate the most. And I'll tell y'all this, it's going to be interesting because I'm already almost 34 minutes into this and I can't find my fan. I don't know what happened to the fan. The video that I loaded the other day, that looks really thick on that eye, but oh well, I don't care. I'm just going to be here at the house cleaning. I'm going to be curious as if this video here will load as fast as the one did the other day. Because, like I said, on that other channel that I had, it would take at least 24 hours for a lengthy video to load. Got him. And that's why I was always trying to say I wanted to hurry so they could get loaded and get posted. Okay, I'm about done here. I'm not going heavy. Okay, but I did get a little Okay. All right. Now I'm saving the best for last because I haven't done this since I started this channel, and I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm sharing the Lord's word because just this bit of encouragement. So like I was talking to Angie last night, I said, we don't meet people by accident. God has a reason for everything. And that goes with the saying, you're either going to be a blessing or a cursing. You know, there's no in between. So I'm not going to stop giving the Lord credit for everything he does for me. There's a reason that first channel got messed up. I really think it's technical difficulties. And a lot of y'all, the old subscribers said they enjoyed me sharing God's word, and well, this is what I'm doing. Because you think about King David sometimes, how much he went through in his life. The trials, the problems he had, even to the extent, even his own son was trying to kill him. You know? So, but throughout all those trials, almost psalm after psalm after psalm, I read Psalm 30, 39, and 40 this morning, but the one that got me was where he says, the Lord, well, let me find it. Did I say, which ones did I just say? Oh, I hate when I do this. Goodness gracious. Oh, there it is. 40 verse 16. Where he says, let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. Well, he's going to be magnified on my part. And I hope he's magnified on your part too. Okay, y'all, this is the longest video I have done, but I couldn't figure out a better way to sign off here than with that right there. So, y'all have a wonderful rest of the day whenever you see this, and week. And if you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know I don't like saying that, but I do think if you at least like, it keeps throwing this video, and maybe I can get up to 100 again. Okay, y'all, gotta go, and I'm gonna get on with my housework. See y'all.